A lot of the situations that went wrong, I felt like as a combat videographer, I'd show up afterwards. One of the biggest stories that I did was called Attack on the 4th of July. It was a huge attack that happened on July 4th, 2009. It was a remote combat outpost. They had estimated anywhere from 100 to 200 Taliban dudes that surrounded this base. They had every weaponry that it could possibly have. They had a vehicle IED with 10,000 pounds of homemade explosives that they blew up right outside the gate. They almost overran this whole base. I show up like a week and a half after that attack to tell their story. So there, it was really still raw, like really raw. I mean, they were still kind of like, they had lost 2 mortarmen, Justin Casillas and Aaron Fairbairn. They were 19 and 20 years old. Aaron Fairbairn was hit with a mortar and Justin Casillas threw him on his shoulders and ran through enemy fire to take him to the medic. Subsequently, he was hit with a mortar and then they both died. Justin Casillas posthumously received the Silver Star. When I went to this base, about a week and a half after the attack, I started interviewing the guys and filming them. And I hung out with them I was there almost, I think, a week and a half, 2 weeks. And it's like a remote outpost. I mean, they're burning their shit. They're taking water bottle showers. They're right outside of a village, so they're getting contact all the time. And they're also guarding the village and doing foot patrols all the time. And they were a close-knit group of dudes who were not initially welcoming to me, but then understood what I was doing. The Taliban had filmed the attack from 5 different camera angles. There was like 5 versions of Robert out there filming the attack. And so once they got all of that footage and let me have it for my film, we did recreations. I had them like, it's the wild, wild west out there. So I'm like, hey, can you open up fire on that mountain just so that I could film it? And they're like, sure. And they'd open up with a 50 cal. And it was like, I was just a fly on the wall there to kind of see what these guys went through. But I could still feel like the interviews that I got from them were super raw.